Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. It is Wednesday, and that of course means it's update day here in Warzone in Modern Warfare 3. And you might be saying, wait a second, didn't we just have a title update yesterday? How do we already have another update today? Well, in the past 24 hours, in addition to the new patch notes that we broke down yesterday, we've seen several other new updates go out. We also have more of our standard routine weekly updates live today to break down as well. So getting right into it initially here, like I said, the past 24 hours, yeah, we got those initial title updates for the 1.39 update, but then in the hours after, COD Updates was posting about even more changes that were made after the fact. And the first one here is actually a pretty surprising one. Call of Duty Updates initially posted saying the loadout drop field upgrade has been permanently disabled in multiplayer until this item is removed from the game. Players who have it equipped will instead spawn with an ammo box. So they are completely removing this field upgrade from the game entirely, and Sledge sort of expanded on this by saying, due to limited use and often being utilized to reach exploitable locations, the loadout drop is no longer available in multiplayer. And I think that's somewhat fair. Using a loadout drop as a field upgrade for its actual purpose to get guns seems counterintuitive, considering you spawn in with whatever guns you want in multiplayer. So I don't feel like it was ever super viable to begin with, but then yeah, people were using it to jump up to spots they weren't supposed to access, and they were just basically cheesing the game with it. So it makes sense that it's being removed here. Now, if it was super popular, I imagine they would just be reworking it and like the hitbox to it or what's interactable with it. But since it was a low use item, they just said, you know what, we don't really need this in the game. So that is completely removed. That's kind of a surprising change, but also understandable at the same time. Next up here, we did have a couple of updates go out because, well, surprise, surprise, the 1.39 title update did break some things. It's kind of routine that when COD gets a decent sized update, something breaks. And in this case, multiple things broke. And those multiple things were ranked play. Initially, when the update dropped in ranked play resurgence within Warzone, you weren't gaining SR and you weren't losing SR. So you were playing for absolutely nothing other than to warm up your hands a little bit. But they were actually pretty quick with this fix they did post in ranked play resurgence. Issues with gaining and losing SR have been resolved. So you can go back to the ranked grind per usual. There are no wonky things going on there, at least as of now. And then also kind of the same thing happened over in multiplayer where ranked got messed up. Although here there were issues with custom classes, the pre-game lobbies, and more, they say. So you couldn't load into a game, your classes were all reset and messed up, and it just was kind of unplayable for a little bit. But again, they were actually pretty quick on resolving this. They say issues encountered after today's update have been resolved. So at least they were pretty quick on those. If you were trying to get back to the ranked grind yesterday and you saw that it had all these issues and then you just got off, you can now get back on and get back to the grind there. And then lastly, another pretty big one here. Obviously, earlier on in the week, they actually disabled some of the effects of Quick Fix because people were exploiting it and Irradiated to stay in the gas and basically live forever in the zone, which you're clearly not supposed to do. And in addition to the patch notes that dropped yesterday, they forgot to include this one initially, but within Warzone, Quick Fix has been updated to re-enable health regen after replacing an armor plate. So they have gone through and actually adjusted this so it's not going to be broken in the gas anymore. You can't pair this up with Irradiated and cheese that and avoid fighting everyone by just living in the gas until the game ends. So nice to see that that was also resolved, so people who legitimately use Quick Fix can actually get its full effects now and full uses now, rather than it being somewhat obsolete while they were temporarily fixing that. Now, in addition to some of the other patch notes that have gone live in the past day or so, we also got new changes in game today per the routine weekly update. So getting into these now, quick reminder, if you are new to the channel or you simply have not subscribed yet, every day I got you covered with literally everything you need to know about COD, so feel free to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date. And if you enjoy this video, do me a favor and drop a like on it. It is always really appreciated. Much love to everyone who does take the time to do so. So per usual, every week we do see that new weekly challenge update, and today we got our week 2 challenges now live in game, and the reward for completing any 5 of these between multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone is the Jack Limb Ripper, which is the underbarrel chainsaw, which is obviously very gimmicky, not all that practical in a competitive sense, but it is pretty hilarious to run around with an actual chainsaw on the bottom of one of your main like rifles or something. So definitely an interesting one and a fun one to go through and unlock. And of course, if you're going for the Rotten Inferno camo, which I gotta say looks absolutely awesome, you want to be completing these week to week so you can get this right away in week 8. But initially here on the multiplayer front for week 2, again, you just have to complete any 5. You can mix and match between multiplayer, zombies, and battle royale. But for MP, get 30 operator kills with alternate ammo equipped, so just using some kind of ammo upgrade there, pretty basic. Get 10 operator kills with the gun butt of a recommended weapon, so you'd have to melee an enemy with your gun for that one. Get 10 operator point blank kills with a recommended weapon, pretty basic, again, just barrel stuff them. Get 3 operator melee kills in a life 3 times, that one's a little bit more tedious. Get 20 operator kills with an underbarrel lethal attached to a weapon, so for this one you'd be looking at like an underbarrel grenade launcher or something like that. Get 15 operator kills with throwing knives, then perform 10 finishing moves on enemy operators. Some of these are a bit more straightforward, some though definitely are going to take some time. For zombies here, initially get 50 kills with a recommended melee weapon while Frenzied Guard is active. Get 500 critical kills with the recommended weapon. Get 250 kills with a recommended weapon with fire damage. Get 10 kills without being hit 20 times with a recommended melee weapon, so you got to be extra careful on that one. Get 10 zombie kills with a throwing knife. Get 150 kills with a recommended weapon while having at least 4 active perks. And get 1 mega abomination kills with a recommended weapon. So that one definitely takes a bit more setup there if you're going for that. And then lastly here for battle royale, the first 4 are always pretty basic here. This time it's just open 20 different loot caches in the various different regions. So we've got the northwest region, we've got the eastern region, the central region, and the southern region. Place in the top 10 5 times, complete 15 contracts, then get a total of 40 kills or assists. And keep in mind, you can do these in any week throughout the season, but obviously if you want to be ready in week 8 for that new camo, it's best to get them done ahead of time. Some pretty straightforward ones this week, just some time consuming ones mixed in there. Now, another new part of today's update is a new event update. Well, actually, kind of 2 new event updates. Initially, we've got the Horde Hunt event going on, and every single week, this is seeing new updates, essentially. For instance, with today's new update, we now have the 3rd tier unlocked for a new calling card. You now have to collect Hellhound skulls via them dropping in crates, or obviously going through and getting them in zombies or multiplayer in the new Horde Hunt mode that we'll talk about in just a moment. So that's now got a new tier unlocked. We also have the Cryptid Boot Camp event now live, and this offers a bunch of new challenges ultimately for this new cryptid blueprint on the Sidewinder, which actually has seen some buffs recently, and there may or may not be a video coming on this soon. But initially, all these challenges go between multiplayer and zombies. There are no specific Warzone challenges for this one, curiously enough. But initially here, for the multiplayer side of things, get 20 operator kills with throwing knives, get 50 one-shot kills with snipers. We got to get 40 operator kills with marksmans, get 2 operator kills with a shotgun or a melee weapon in one life 15 times, get 75 operator kills with a suppressor equipped while using the Ghost TV camo perk, destroy 20 equipment or kill streak with the Stormender weapon, and then also get 20 operator melee kills while in smoke, so that's just going to be extra chaotic. Then lastly, get 75 operator kills while using the covert sneakers and the blacklight flashlight perks. Then on the zombie side of things, if you want to do the challenges here instead, you got to kill 3 abominations, eliminate 5 big bounty targets with mystery box weapons, get 75 brain rot zombie kills, get 100 zombie kills while using the ether shroud, get 50 hellhound kills with shotguns, so you want to do like specific contracts for that one, destroy 3 harvester orbs, get 10 special zombie critical kills with snipers, and then get 120 kills on zombies with throwing knives. Then if you go through and complete all 8 of those, you'll end up getting that cryptid blueprint as mentioned. Do keep in mind, you can mix and match. If you want to do 5 of them in zombies and 3 of them in multiplayer, you can do that. All that matters is that you get the specific tier done. You can only do obviously one of the 2 challenges per those tiers there. But yeah, full new event update is now live. And then lastly, we do have a new playlist update, although this one's a little weird. Why is my clan tag changed? This happens every day. So the multiplayer playlist update is live today, and for this we obviously got the 10v10 mosh pit, the small map mosh pit, and this features stash house, rust, shipment, and meat, so that's great for camo challenges or some of those new event challenges as well. Snipers only, pretty self-explanatory. Horde Point Hellhound Pound, so this will be great for going for those Hellhound skulls for the Horde Hunt event. We've got Departures 24/7 now live as a new 6v6 map. Team Gun Game, the War Mode, Gunfight, Ground War, and then also Invasion. Now, the Warzone playlist update, for whatever reason, seems to be dropping tomorrow. I'm not sure why it's separate, but that's how it is. So according to the patch note page for Warzone Season 2, we're going to have our February 15th playlist update tomorrow, which is going to keep ranked play Resurgence trios for Fortune's Keep. Obviously, that's going to be there every single week. Battle Royale Urzikstan still has all party sizes, solos, duos, trios, and quads. Resurgence is getting a slight update this upcoming week with Fortune's Keep, solos, duos, and trios, and quads, but also the re-implementation of Vondel quads in case you want to break from Fortune's Keep. Then also, Lockdown Vondel quads will be replacing Plunder as well this week, so keep an eye out for that. If you're an active Plunder player, we will be switching over to Vondel for our more casual mode starting tomorrow. And all that being said, that is effectively everything that ended up changing in today's new update, the new weekly update for MW3 and Warzone. That's going to wrap things up. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, drop a like on it. It's always really appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, you want to guarantee you're always up to date, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications on your way out. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.